Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited today because I'm doing a 100% cruelty-free tutorial for you using products that are all cruelty-free and also, to the best of my knowledge, not tested by third parties and to be sold in China. If you don't know, China does require that all products that are to be sold there must be tested on animals prior, and therefore a lot of companies must get third parties to do testing for them, or either decide not to sell in China at all. So today I thought I would just use products that were 100% cruelty free, not sold in China, and that you can learn something about a different brand or where to get them, because in New Zealand and also in Australia there are great companies that are doing their best to work out who is cruelty free and trying to put them to consumers so that there is more the need for cruelty free is more readily available. Products that are cruelty free are more readily available. So there's some great companies, for instance She Lives Cruelty Free, who are based here in New Zealand, to do a fantastic job about bringing brands to New Zealand, as well as New Zealand brands that are cruelty free. And there are other such companies such as Lipstick Republic in Australia who only sell cruelty-free products as well. So you definitely should check them out. I'll leave all their links below. Some of these products were provided by She Lives Cruelty Free, and I bought some from Lipstick Republic, as well as other products that I've also bought or been given as well. So definitely go and check out the companies. They are fantastic, and the products are awesome as well. So if you do like this tutorial, please like and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel, and hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Alright, so to start off I'm going to use my Collection Primed and Ready Primer, hoping that it will smooth out any pores, particularly around my nose and cheek area. And I tend not to put primers that are pore filling all over my face, because I can find that they are quite mattifying, and I don't want to mattify my whole face, but just areas that might be a little more prone to having my makeup move, and also to fill in any pores. So this primer feels pretty good, pretty smoothing. It's gliding on really well. Next I'm going to use my Australis Stayput Longwear foundation, and this is a foundation I got from She Lives Cruelty Free, and they stock quite a few Australis products, so it's quite good if you are not close to maybe your farmers or somewhere like that that might stock Australis, and they do courier, so that's pretty awesome. The Stayput Longwear foundation, I find it's quite similar in consistency and wear to double wear foundation. It's a long wearing foundation, so it's not going to slide off the face easily, and because of that it is a little bit more matte. It's not a dewy finish, but if you are looking for an affordable makeup that is going to last, then something like this will be the go. I'm just going to pop on a few pumps of that, and I'm going to apply that with a beauty blender today. Putting it on with a beauty blender will shear out the product a bit and not make it so thick. And then you can also get right under the eyes as well, into all the nooks and crannies of your face. Next up I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal HD like high definition concealer, and this colour is more similar to my skin tone, but there's a lot of hype around this product, and I generally find that it's pretty good. Sometimes when you open the product first, there is a little bit of separation in some of the oils of the product, but I just mix them in with a brush and apply it, and it's no problem. And a lot of people compare this concealer to MAC Pro Longwear concealer. The consistency is quite different, this one being a little bit thicker, whereas the Pro Longwear is quite smooth, and but it does wear the same, I believe, and it is a really good product for an affordable price. So I'm just going to apply that directly to my face. And then I'm going to apply it, rub it in with my beauty blender. Bit of extra coverage under my eyes, I'm going to use my Collection Lasting Perfecting Ultimate Wear Concealer, and this is in the shade medium warm, number 3, and it says Ultimate Wear Concealer 16-hour wear. I find that these do wear for a really long time. They're not going to slip off your face, and you can pick up collection from like your Countdown supermarket, so they're really reasonably priced as well. And they do come with a doe foot applicator, which makes it easy to apply the product. So I'm just going to apply this. This is a few shades lighter than my skin tone, so I'm just going to apply that directly under my eyes to brighten. And just add a little bit more coverage. Down the center of my nose, up between my eyebrows, Cupid's bow and chin. And I'm going to blend this in with a brush this time. I will use a little bit of the excess product that is on my brush just to run over top of my eyelids as a base for my eyeshadow a bit later. My cream contour today, I'm going to use my BLAC Cosmetics contour palette, cream one, and it's got the lighter shade, a kind of more bronzy shade, and a more contour shade. So I'm just going to use a brush and apply that to my face, and then blend it out with the brush again. And I'm just going to use the middle bronzing shade just around my forehead area, just to bring a little bit more warmth back into the base. You can put a little bit of the contour shade under your chin as well, just on the jawline, so that the jaw appears slimmer. BLAC Cosmetics are a company, Kiwi company, based here in New Zealand, and don't support any testing on animals. Set my face, I'm going to use my Australis Fresh and Flawless pressed powder. It's oil and fragrance free, and as I said before, you can get these at Sheila's cruelty free, and it's a really nice product, really fine, and it just blends into the skin really well and works really nicely with the Australis foundation I've already put down. So I'm just going to get a big fluffy blending brush and basically just brush this in the areas where I have put the lighter products, and this will just help to set your foundation, make sure that it's not going to move throughout the day, and also just give a little bit more coverage to the face. I'm also just going to pick up a small tapered blending brush and dip that into the product and really pat that on under the eyes for a little extra brightness. I'm also going to go over the eyelids where I put that concealer down earlier. For my contour, I'm going to use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and all of the Kat Von D products are cruelty free, and as far as I know, not sold in China. And I think at the moment she is reformulating every single one of her products so that they are all vegan as well. So they, I think some of them contain beeswax. So I think a lot of them are vegan at the moment, but she is reformulating all of them so that they all are. So I'm just going to use the middle shade in the contour kit to just carve out some cheekbones. And then I'm going to get my blush brush and just use the same shade, and I'm just going to use this as a bronzer today, so I'm just going to kind of blend that contour up, but up so it is a little bit more bronzed on the cheeks and around the perimeters of the face. That smaller brush, I'm just going to run some of it down the sides of my nose. For a little bit more glow and bronzing, I'm going to use my Collection Gorgeous Glow bronzing blocks. So these are comparable to the Bobbi Brown Shimmer bricks, I think that they're called, where they've got the obviously the lightest to the darkest shade, and you can use them, I mean you could use them for your eyeshadow if you want to, or just select just the top color if you wanted more of a highlight. But I'm just going to use that on my blush brush again and just use it more in sort of a bronzing fashion. Highlight, I'm going to use another BLAC Cosmetics product, and this is one of my favorite products at the moment. It is the Illuminator in Golden Glow, and obviously it's still not tested on animals, so I just get a big fan brush and just pop that on the tops of my cheekbones. And I mean you can see that pretty much instantly. It's such a beautiful product. Just popping a little bit down on my nose as well, and Cupid's bow. For blush, I'm going to use my Milani Baked Blush, and it is in the colour Luminoso, and this product is pretty popular with beauty gurus everywhere. It's a really nice peachy shade, and it's got a little bit of shimmer in it as well, so it just adds to the glow of the face. So I'm just going to use my blush brush again, which is probably my favourite brush at the moment, and I'm just going to apply that to my apples of my cheeks and sweep upwards. And then I'm just getting my big fluffy brush and making sure it's all blended in together. Right, so for the eyebrows, I'm just going to use a spoolie to brush my brow hairs up and get them a little bit more in sync. So I did a little bit of research on brow products, and it seemed like Anastasia Beverly Hills, she doesn't sell in China, and all her products are cruelty free as well. So you know, she has an array of brow products, these powders, gels, and this one is a Dipbrow pomade, so a very popular product. It's a little goes a very long way, and sometimes I find like I generally use these on clients because they are really long wearing, and obviously if I'm doing someone's makeup, I want their makeup to last for the entire day or the entire night. Myself, I tend to use more of a powder, but I think for this tutorial I'm just going to show you how I do apply my Dipbrow, because I do use it sometimes. So I'm just getting a smaller angled brush, and I'm just going to draw a line sort of under the bottom of the brows. Definitely get some in the tail of the brow. The shade I'm using is Blonde, which is a cooler shade, which is what I prefer for my skin tone and my hair colour. But because my eyebrows are already quite dark, I don't want to use a dark product because it will just make them appear even darker. And then once I'm at the front, I just flick the gel or the Dipbrow up in the same way that the hairs are going. And then use a spoolie to brush it all out. Just going to get a little bit of that collection concealer that I used earlier, and I'm just going to clean up the base of my brows. Right, to get started on my eyes, I'm going to use some tape on the outer corners of my eyes, just so that my eyelid, my eyeshadow will be nice and clean and sharp. And make sure that they're even. I'm just going to apply some of my Revitalash Advanced Eyelash Conditioner, which I generally apply before I do my makeup so that I remember to put it on. And this is a cruelty-free eyelash conditioner. Basically, it's going to help create some volume and length of your lashes. Mine have definitely grown, and of course it's cruelty-free as well. And today the palette I'm going to use is my Venus 2 palette, and I just got this last week, and the colours are pretty incredible. And I got this from Lipstick Republic, and like all the rest of the products, I'll leave them in the down bar. But I've been using this all this week. I've just been loving the pigmentation of it, and I mean the colours are pretty amazing. You can create some amazing looks with it. So, but today I'm just going to use probably mostly Jam and Mud, which are the warm brown shades. So I'm going to take a big fluffy blending brush and pop it into the colour Jam, and I'm going to use this as my transitional shade. And it might freak you out because it is a little bit more orange than you might tend to use, but it's a beautiful colour, and if you have similar coloured eyes, like to me, like a blue or a green, this will really make them pop as well. So I'm just going to put that in the crease and slightly above it as well. Because I have quite a lot of lid space that I can do this, but if you have smaller eyes or you know, not as much room to put the eyeshadow, I would probably suggest not blowing it out as much. But I mean, you can see how pigmented the colours are. You don't want to get too much up on your brush, and obviously all the Limecrime palettes are cruelty free as well. Like She Lives Cruelty Free Lipstick Republic is only sells cruelty free products. So because I've got the tape on, it is stopping any of that jam colour to get further down where I don't want it. And I'm just going to do the same on the other side. I'm just going to keep building that up until I have the desired opacity. And I'm also going to bring it into the outer corner of this eye as well, just to help blend everything in. You can also pick up another fluffy blending brush that has no product on it and just rub that over it as well, just to make sure that the product is all blended in. Picking up a smaller tapered blending brush, I'm going to go into the colour Mud, and I'm going to put this in the crease as well, but also I'm going to use this as my lid colour. So I just want to blend it into the crease and not above the crease where the jam was put down. But I find that if I apply the product into the crease first before applying it onto the lid, then it's a lot easier to blend out. Just getting that first blending brush and just making sure that that is all blended into that jam colour. Then I'm just going to pick up the same colour Mud with a smaller eyeshadow brush, tap off any excess and just start applying that to the lid. And because we've already blended out the colour into the crease, it's just going to be a lot easier to apply it to the lid area, and it will easily transition into the jam colour. And just getting that smaller tapey blending brush, just run over where you've blended it into the crease earlier, and it will just all transition beautifully. And just do the same on the other eye. Great thing about these eyeshadows is there's very limited fallout, so you don't have to clean up under the eyes afterwards. And then just blend it out. Just going to pick up a lighter shade from my Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette and just brush this on underneath the eyebrows, and so it's blended in with that jam colour. I'm also going to pop a little bit of that on the inner corners of the eyes because I don't want anything too sparkly in there. Right, for the liner I'm going to do a winged liner today, so I'm going to use my Collection Eye Define Liquid Eyeliner, and this has a fine brush, and the brush isn't stiff, it's quite bendy, which is more what I like because I find you can get you're a bit more free when you're creating the shape of the wing. And because I've already got the tape there, this shouldn't be too difficult, but that's always easier said than done. So I'm just going to apply this along the lash line to start. And once I've applied it to the lash line, I'm going to draw a line from the corner of my eye up into where I want the wing to finish. This should be easy because you've got the tape, and then connect the two lines from the top to the bottom. And I'm just going to do the same with the other eye. So the finish of this eyeliner is quite matte, so if you are looking for like a matte finish, this one is definitely a good one to go for. Once you've done that, you can take off the tape and hopefully you'll have a sharp line. And if you don't, you can always go and clean it up with a little bit of makeup remover. For under my eyes, I'm just going to grab that jam colour again in a short shader brush and just run that very close to the lash line. Now for a little bit of fun, I've got the Glitter Injections Rose Gold glitter eyeshadow, and this is also from Lipstick Republic, and the colours are pretty amazing. They're a pressed glitter, and you can get them in lots of different colours, and you don't need to wear a primer, like a glitter adhesive underneath, because they will just stick. So I'm just going to get that short shader brush again and just dip it into the glitter pigment, and I'm just going to run this underneath my eyes. Lashes, I'm going to use my DODO Lashes. These are the ones I seem to be just kind of wearing a lot of at the moment. They're cruelty free mink lash, and these are the style D207, and you can get up to 25 wears of these if you treat them well and kind of keep the glue from getting all gunky and gross in the lashes. But these are a great lash, and the great thing about them also is that they are only $5 US each, so they're really, really affordable. You can get a discount below. I've got a code down there if you want to try them. But they're just a really great lash, and they're really, really full, and I like using them instead of, you know, maybe a human hair lash or a synthetic lashes, because they are a lot more full, but they're not over the top either. So I'm just going to apply those now. So just to make sure that my false lashes are blended in with my normal lashes, I'm going to use my Collection Devine Volume Lash, and I'm just going to not put too much on, but just enough so that the lashes are blended in with my normal ones, and applying it to my lower lashes as well. Just going to line my inner rim with a black liner. This is the Collection Eye Definer Lasting Colour Liner, and I'm just going to use that to line the inner and upper waterline. So just to finish up, I'm going to use my LA Girl Semi-Permanent Auto Lip Liner, which is long lasting all day wear. This LA Girl Cosmetics, as I said about the concealer earlier, is they're pretty good, they're pretty affordable, and I really like the colour. This is the colour Natural, and I use it with most kind of natural coloured lipsticks that I own. Then to finish off, I'm using my Velour Lips by Australis. This is another product from She Lives Cruelty Free, and I've spoken about it before. It's one of my favourite kind of nude long wearing lipstick colours, and it's really easy because when it kind of wears off, you can just top up again and it's not going to go all gross. And also because it is sort of closer to my lip colour than, you know, perhaps a red or something like that, it's easier to wear. These also smell really, really good. So that concludes my cruelty-free look for today. So I hope you learn about some new products and some companies that are cruelty-free, and also the wonderful stockists that do stock cruelty-free products. I mean, the quality of these products is as good, if not better, than other non-cruelty-free products, and the colours are available are pretty amazing. So if you can, check out She Lives Cruelty Free, Lipstick Republic, or other companies that do sell cruelty-free products. You know, I'm sure they would appreciate it, and so would your makeup collection. And you can, I mean, obviously with this look, you can kind of take off the eyeliner if you don't want to wear it, take off the glitter, and sort of wear more of the neutral tones like the browns, and get away with, you know, it being a little bit less dramatic. If you did enjoy this tutorial, I would love it if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That would mean a lot. And also if you want to share the video, that would be fantastic. So and also, as always, leave your request below if you'd like to see me do something specific, or you know, celebrity inspired, or using a specific product, or review a specific product, then let me know. Thanks, bye.